parent support circle, which is a new thing I'm starting. Today we're going to talk about the 10-hour work week, how to build a side hustle income without sacrificing family time. So I have a question for you. What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Maybe a family trip, paying down debt, or just finally stressing about groceries, or not stressing about groceries. Now, what if I told you that you could earn that within just 10 hours a week? Sounds interesting? Maybe? And you won't have to miss bedtime stories, soccer games, or family dinners. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not. Today, we're going to break it down, the 10-hour week, and how to build a side income without sacrificing family time.
Absolutely. And we got to
Okay.
hear about that because, I mean, we always hear about these 24/7 you know, who say you can make income on the side, but then, they charge us this and that. So, you know, 10 hours is a really quick way to start investing in yourself.
Absolutely. So, exactly. So let's just stick with us because by the end of this episode, you'll see how to start and build your side income in a small cracks of your schedule with zero guilt and a lot of smart strategies. Okay. All right. It's the intro here. I already started this earlier, but I'll do it again. Hello and welcome back to the Hardworking Podcast / Parent Support Circle, the place where busy parents come to talk. We'll give out real practical tips and maybe a little laugh along the way. I'm Curtis, your host, and today we're driving into something that I think every parent has thought about at least once. How in the world can I make extra income without sacrificing family time?
Absolutely. Because be honest, most of us have barely any time to even drink our coffee while it's still hot, let alone build a side hustle.
Yeah, that's right. Cold coffee is our favorite friend, I think, when you're busy. Right, RJ? I'm sure you had your
Yep.
days of those, drinking coffee cold. Like, damn it, microwave it again.
Yep.
Which I don't know if that's healthy or
Yep.
not, microwave your coffee every time. But let's carry on. Exactly. And that's how we're talking about this game-changing idea, the 10-hour week. It's about building a side income in just 10 hours a week without missing soccer games, bedtime, or stories or family dinners, which are very important. Sitting at the table and discussing the day is very good as a family. Did you used to do that, RJ, when you had the kids around? You guys sit at the table?
Absolutely. You know what? That's what most people actually feel guilty about, right? If they're working too much, they feel bad about not being there for the kids. And if they're only with the kids, they feel like they're not contributing financially. So it's
Hmm.
constantly a back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. All right, go ahead.
I just did
Oh,
that
sorry.
part.
We're talking about the coffee thing. Sorry. Yes, the truth is the way most business advice is packed is just don't work for parents. You can't grind 6 hours a week and then sleep when you're dead. Our kids will literally wake us up at 2 a.m. anyway.
Absolutely. 2 a.m. I need water. So we hear that call all the time, especially when you're also trying to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's tough stuff, man. So the 10-hour work week gives parents a real alternative. It says, hey, you don't need endless hours to succeed. You just need to have smart strategies. So here are three big time blocking, batching, and automation ideas. So let's break it down. The secret sauce comes from three strategies: time blocking, batching, and automation.
Okay, walk me through this because blocking time sounds like I'm scheduling myself like a corporate, robot.
Yeah. Okay, not quite. Time blocking just means you assign a specific times for your side hustle. So instead of I'll work when I can, you say I'm going to work from 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Or it could be after bedtime, Monday through Thursday. Those hours are protected like a doctor's appointment. So you schedule those times and they're very sacred for you, and you focus on it. You have everything ready to go and to do.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I mean, waiting for free time as a busy parent, it's just not happening. It never shows up.
That's right. So now batching is your productivity multiplier. Instead of writing one social media post every day, you sit down and you write all 5 posts for the week in one sitting. Not switching gears, no mental clutter. So you can also use the AI tools that are available, which help. I know I use it. Do you use those too, RJ, the AI tools to help you with your
Yep.
posts and stuff?
Yep,
Perfect.
absolutely. You know what? It helps. Especially when you're busy, it takes that, guesswork out of where am I going to get the idea? Where am I? Well, you have the idea, you plug in the idea. It just saves you
Yep.
a lot of time. Now you can take and create posts. You can create emails, right? So you can do video scripts, so things like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Right on.
And then, like you were saying, it makes a lot of sense because just like your laundry, you don't, do one piece at a time, right? You wait until the end of the week and do all the laundry that's been built up in the
Yeah.
house. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know, like, why would you want to wash one sock at a time? It makes no sense, right? You want to fill
Right.
that laundry basket or laundry tub up for sure. That's perfect. I like that analogy. And then there's automation. This is where tech steps in and saves the day. Schedule posts, automate emails, and set up reminders. It's like hanging a mini assistant who never needs a coffee break.
hmm and yeah, so I'm starting to see it because 10 hours doesn't sound so crazy if you're actually using those hours smartly, right? um I
Yep.
again, we've talked about this. I used to use things like Buffer, and even Facebook has, scheduled posts
Hmm.
now, right? So you can
Yep.
create those posts on a weekend and maybe half an hour or so, spend another 20 minutes scheduling them out so that by Sunday you're done your week's work.
Yep. Yep. Or some people can also use Sundays as the batch time too. You know, sometimes you have more free time on a Sunday. Or,
Yeah.
wake up an extra hour early in the morning might be your thing. I'm not sure. Some people like that. Like I do that. I like to get up about an hour early before I get start my day to work on my social
Mhm.
media stuff or whatever I need to do for my business. It helps tons.
Mhm.
All right, moving forward here. Here's the kicker. Most of us have already have hidden pockets of time, waiting in the school pickup line, sitting through swim lessons, those late night quiet hours. If you use them intentionally, you're already halfway there.
And I'm bad at this because here's the thing. We talk about sacrificing family time, right? But you know how many time, how much time I spend sitting in the car, and usually what I'll do is I'll pick up my cell phone and start scrolling social
Mm-hmm.
media, right? Look, I mean, and we rely on social media. Like how do people get our content if they're not
Yep.
scrolling? But you could be using that time more productively, right?
Absolutely. And that's where you try to fit those times in. Instead of doing the scroll, you think of a post or use your AI in your phone to
Hmm.
do some work of some sort for your business, right? But
Yeah,
it's a
good
self
call.
discipline thing too, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get used to that habit. It's like, oh, hey, I got to be doing this instead of this, which is good, right? So, yes, 100% family comes first. That's why the 10-hour week works. It's not about squeezing your family out, it's about finding your side hustle into the cracks of your schedule without losing connection. In fact, some parents even involve their kids, such as letting them help with packaging orders or brainstorming ideas. I like this idea because, I have an 11-year-old daughter, and she has some pretty cool ideas about stuff because I don't see certain things. So she plays games and stuff like that on her computer or VR. And the kids nowadays have a different idea about the world than we do as grown adults, a little bit older than
Hmm.
our kids, right? So it helps to give you a different
Hmm.
perspective.
And absolutely. And here's the best part. We've talked about this before, right? Your kids get to watch you chasing
Mm-hmm.
your dreams, right? And so not only do you still get to be present with your kids, but they're seeing that, look, my dad is dedicated, right? My dad
Yep.
works hard, but he's also trying to work on something else to help the family
Yeah, for
succeed,
sure.
right? So, and because it's your dream, we teach the kids that it's okay to chase your
Mm-hmm.
dream.
Yep, for sure. That's good. So real parents, real results, and it works. I'll give you a couple of real life examples. Sarah, a mom who of two, started freelance writing in her 10-hour a week and built a $1,200 a month in just 6 months. Pretty good. James, a dad of three, sells printable planners on Etsy. Started with a nap time hours, now making $600 a month in passive income. Priya, a single mom, carved out 2 hours in the mornings for coaching calls and built a thriving side business. So it can work in. You just got to find what you want to do and fit it in, right?
Absolutely. They're amazing. And none of them were sacrificing dinner or bedtime stories. You know what I mean? And so all I'll add to that is, make sure you know what you
Yeah,
want. What is it this business that you're going to turn into an income and then dedicate to that, right?
right on. Exactly, RJ. That's the beauty. It's sustainable, right? So let's wrap it up here. What do you
Yeah.
have to say, RJ?
So if someone listening is thinking, yes, I need this in my life, where should they start?
That's a great question. Start with one thing, block out 10 hours, just decide where they'll fit into your week. Once that's done, you've already won half the battle. And like RJ said earlier, you got to know what you want to do first in order to fit those hours in, right?
Hmm.
And those who want more support strategies and even a blueprint to get started, check out my new website, parentsupportcircle.com. I've put together a parenting blueprint. You can grab it there. You can help balance your family and side income without sacrificing your sanity. So the current one
You,
is about confidence and parenting. And I'll
so
change
you
those out
said they
briefly.
can. You said that they can find it there, but you didn't give them a website.
Yeah, parentsupportcircle.com.
Okay.
Yep, go there, check it out.
That's don't just dream about this. I mean, take action.
Hmm. Absolutely, because 10 hours a week could be the difference between someday and today. So, if today's episode has made you have an aha moment, do me a favor, leave a comment and let me know what resonates with you the most. I love hearing from your stories and wins. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell. Let me go live. You can hear it. Like and subscribe. Your support helps the community grow, and it means the world to me.
Absolutely. Great. And that's a wrap for today. All right, parents, you can take action.
Excellent. Thanks, RJ, for being here, and thank you for joining us today. And remember, you can build your dreams without sacrificing family time. Take one step at a time, and you'll see right here on the next episode. See you next time.